New business, rules of conduct for conservation property.
As close as I can.
Yeah, come on down.
Come a little closer.
Just move names around.
Yes, so with the rules of conduct, I was, again, looking at what the town of Merrimack had. So they have something called the rules of conduct. So it's a list of activities, just listing out activities that are forbidden, such as like littering, kind of dumping a lot of trash out there. They also
making up the rules nowadays. Must be the younger generation. It used to be common sense, but
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but it also says things about like glass containers, having pets on leashes and on a leash, and not having weapons out in the park. But so I was thinking that Litchfield, if we don't already have like rules explicitly stated, that we could either come up with them, or if we do, we could have them kind of brought together and compiled and listed out, and then kind of displayed in an open place for the public to see, so if they know what kind of things aren't allowed, that kind of thing.
I suppose there won't be any harm in doing it, but to me, it's just like a snowflake situation where you have to tell people everything they have to do. It's time to give up.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the other thing too, with weapons,
Yeah.
our land is used for hunting. So we
So
can't.
it's fully legal.
Yeah, well, well, I was just using it as an
okay.
example, but I was saying that the way that they have it listed, no
Folks
target
Merrimack,
practice outside of hunting.
yeah.
So no, like just going out there and just shooting at random.
No, not that I would agree with that.
But so nothing specific like what they have. We could come up with our own that we see as reasonable as activities that people should know that they shouldn't be doing or isn't allowed. And then the last part they listed out all
That's
their
for the general public, not for us specifically.
Yeah.
No,
I
I didn't realize
At
that.
first, when I looked at it, I thought the same thing. I'm like, what
I
did we
thought
do
had to be
wrong?
good. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
really should type it in. Yeah. What was untouched properties? Does anybody know what that is?
So that was talking about what's it, off of Birch Street, and I think off of Blackbird. Was that the other one that Joan was talking about?
From Albuquerque way down the south end, yeah.
Yeah, just talking about putting trails in there, see if we wanted to do any work in there, and if we had any plans.
Yeah, there's never been any plans. I mean, there's good ideas are always good ideas. It's just to get people to carry them out,
That's it. Yeah.
to find the hours, but
That was McGonagall's property that we bought? Yeah, okay.
yeah. Mohegan,
Mohegan, yeah.
the doctor, the surgeon. Yeah. Okay, good point. Okay, birdhouse project. Placement of houses, that's old business. Any more updates on that?
Well, so there was a high school student that I think Matt also introduced me to, like on the Litchfield itself, and it was a question. She was wondering if she was looking for, I think, like beautification things to do around Campbell High School. I think, I don't know if I forgot her name. But,
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
She was looking for like things to make. I think like the part of the backside of Campbell to make better, and I think one of them was like potential birdhouses. We might consider a couple maybe for there.
Would you say that was a student at Campbell?
Yes, a student at Campbell.
She's actually the president of the Environmental Ecology Club there. So they changed their name, but it's still the Environmental Club.
Well, we have 20 birdhouses. We could put, if she wanted to put some up on the backside of like, where the track is and all of that.
Be nice.
We've got plenty of them. I mean, if you can hook me up with her or have her, contact you and then you can contact me, we can do something with
Get
that.
together and get it done.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'll have to buy the bolts and the piping. He brought the birdhouse over to my house today, so
Oh, okay.
so I got to set up the poles so that we can run a bolt through them and tie them up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'll be meeting with the Environmental Ecology Club at the end of the month. I was supposed to meet with them back in January, but that fell through. So I can bring that up and meet with her in person, have a face-to-face conversation about that, and
That'd be great.
we'll get that going.
Okay.
Number 2, on old business, memorandum of understanding. Any more updates on that? Does anybody know? Is that just something Joan knows from?
I have no idea.
Okay. River access started April 23rd. May parking lot is outlined. Driveway permit received from map 3 lot 30, 03 miles south of Talent Road for water line construction. That's the Pennachuck crossing over the river, I guess, through the river, whatever.
Is that still active?
It has to be because they got to get the water over here because we're not going to get the water from the wells in Litchfield anymore. That's all going to our cousins down in Hudson since they own the wells. So we get to drink the Merrimack River water, processed through the Pennachuck ponds, and it tastes worse every day this time of
So
year.
our wells are going someplace else?
Yes, they go to Hudson.
They're going to Hudson?
Yes, they're owned by Hudson, but they're in Litchfield physically.
And we're getting the Merrimack River water?
Right. By way of the Pennachuck ponds, which they dilute it down and send it back.
Uh-huh.
And Roger doesn't like that. He used to work for Pennachuck. It was still Merrimack River water. Yeah. Yeah. We cleaned up the sections of 2A. I don't know, everybody that was there, we thank. I don't know who was I did my section down to almost Kevin's house, and you guys did, I guess, the other section.
Yeah, we were all there, plus Marion and Joan.
Oh, good. Good. It looks good, except now the state hasn't seemed to pick up the blue bag.
I saw that
As my
tonight.
wife commented today.
We had a bit of a problem when we were cleaning up. You know, they had the signs down there that said that there's a cleaning crew up ahead. We're wearing neon, and people were really close. They were going over the white line. We had to walk out. We had to get out of the way at one point.
That's normal. That's normal. Yeah, that's
Well,
normal.
Roger, where we were, it was no different.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, same with Joan and I.
but the thing of it is, it was a Friday night
Mhm.
and it was late. We shouldn't do it on a Friday
No.
night.
Any night's as good as any other.
Yeah.
So, row up there. Yeah, it's
I
no
think
big
you're
deal.
actually better off to do it on a Saturday morning or something, rather there's less traffic.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But it got done. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And this is my trophy from I picked up on the road.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So, it works. So if anybody has a need for a cell phone that doesn't have a service, it kind of works. I guess it does.
There's no way to find out who owned it. It
says there's no service left or something like that.
Did you, you might be worth giving over to the police department. They might be able to track that down.
Put on the recycling table first, but if anybody knows anyone that wants it. Yeah.
I had 8 ticks on me when I got home.
Did you really? Wow. I saturated myself with off before I started.
I did.
And then my clothes stunk so bad I had to leave it in the garage for 3 days until she did the batch with the washing. It was so bad. But I didn't pick up any.
When I was driving home, I could feel them crawling up my pant leg.
Oh my
And
God.
when I got home, I took them off. I said, wow.
Mm.
My wife said, get out of here.
Anybody else pick up any ticks?
I found 2 on me,
You found two? Mm.
but I had the same problem Roger had. I had to stay out in the garage.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, struck down. Yeah. Yeah.
You're running out of battery.
No, doesn't matter. I charge it on my I worked on my charger. I charged it. That's all I know. Metro PCS on the nationwide T-Mobile network.
That's a fairly new phone.
It
You
looks
think
like a
somebody
good
would be looking for it?
Yeah.
The clock's still working. 7 nights. There's no SIM card, no service.
Oh.
I always want to know if you call 911, does it really work?
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
They won't have to go far.
Yeah, because that's supposed to be the law. Okay. Okay, we got some minutes. Does anybody else have some minutes? Did you?
I've got a copy. I can't vote anyway because I was absent. You want to look at them?
I can't
You
vote
can-
either
yeah,
because I
vote
was
yourself.
out.
So we're gonna have to declare the 3 alternates as sitting tonight.
all right.
All right, can I have mine?
They just pulled the they just pulled the coup. They're taking over. Yeah. Did you guys all look at your minutes?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Do you want to look at these, Harry?
Well, the bat house needs to be installed. Did anything happen with that? Does anybody know? Did Joan?
John was supposed to contact somebody with a
Yeah,
lift
Richard,
truck
yeah,
or something.
Richard
around.
lives on the corner of Brickyard. And,
Yeah, in the coma. Yeah.
yeah, he said he'd be more than glad to help. I'll have to chase her down and find out.
I guess we would need to find a location to put it first before we ask
They
him.
talked about Dara Pond, but I don't know whatever happened with that.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too.
Does
Yeah.
anybody remember what happened? We talked about Dara Pond, didn't we?
Yeah, I think it kind of ended there.
Yeah, that's where it stopped.
Beyond that,
And I think, according to the book I have, this has to be placed at minimally 20 feet off the ground.
Is that what it's 20 feet off the ground?
I believe so.
Well, he said he'd be more than glad to, help out, with the boom truck that he's got to use it in the sign business. Anybody want to make a motion?
I will make a motion.
Okay, Matt, is there a motion or a second?
Second.
And seconded. Any questions? No? All in favor will signify by saying aye. That are
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Abstained?
Abstained.
Okay, okay, it's 2 abstained.
For a second.
Next meeting is June 27th, July meeting. Sometimes we waive the July meeting. Any feelings on the July meeting, or is it too, they want to wait till the June to make that decision? Because John made a note in here.
I'm not going to be able to come to the June meeting because of a conflict with work.
Okay. Well, we'll leave the June 27th as it stands, and we'll play it by ear at that meeting about July.
Okay.
Rainfall report, Raj.
Okay. Let me see. March, we had 4.59 inches of liquid precipitation, and we had 41.5 inches of snow.
Okay.
How much?
41.5 inches of snow. The biggest storm was on the 14th. We had 19.5 inches. That was a good
That
storm.
was a good storm, yeah.
You see the storm on May 4th that happened in New Hampshire? Up in Bradford, a Category 1 tornado.
Yeah.
Category 1 tornado. It traveled 36 miles. That's the second longest distance of any tornado in the state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, that one that microburst out in Connecticut last weekend, if anybody saw that on New England Cable News, this young lady in her 20s went up to take pictures of the lightning and so on, and she got up to the top of this mountain or hill or whatever it was, and I guess it's a little shelter up there of some kind, and probably that's no reason the girls are still alive, because this thing came through with such force, it took down trees everywhere. They just twisted and gnawed them and ripped them apart. And
Wow.
she was taking pictures as she was walking back down after on her cell phone, and it was just awesome to see the unbelievable damage. Something like we had over in Northwood Lake there a couple of years ago that killed one woman that was babysitting her grandchild. She had the baby on the
Oh, yeah,
safe, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lightning strike off a 3A from that storm.
Oh, yeah, it
Weeks ago.
was.
You see that the piece of the tree that was thrown clean across the street?
Yeah, if you go across the street where that blue house is with the swimming pool,
Yeah.
there's a hemlock that's about this big.
Mhm.
It looked like somebody put dynamite in there and just blew it all to smithereens.
Because there's a sizable piece of the tree directly across the street over on
Yeah,
the
it's almost as
bike path.
long as this table and about this wide. It's incredible. If you go down here, I can't remember the name
It's
of
on.
it.
It's right off of Duck Pond on 3A, but it's like nearby Greenwich. And,
No, on Albuquerque here.
Albuquerque.
It's on Albuquerque.
Oh yeah, on Albuquerque. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a duck pond. So wait a minute.
Off of Duck Pond,
Where the wooden fence is,
Mhm.
right
yeah,
after you go
yeah,
past the wooden fence, there's a piece of wood on the side of the road. That came from that tree on the other side of the road.
That's some
Sheer
power.
force of it.
Mm. Yeah, we had one right here in the parking lot a few years back. It come right down. You can see where it furrowed up the dirt right up to the parking lot. It was quite a strike.
Mm.
I have April's rainfall if you want that one
Sure,
too.
me as well.
I had 4.12 inches of liquid precipitation. And we had 3 inches of snow.
Pretty good. He's into get the gentleman.
Okay.
Okay.
Should I leave him here without name tags?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. That's a good idea. Is there any other business anyone has done this evening? Yes.
No.
They reached out to me for some monitoring.
Oh, was that in relation to mapping out a couple of the other conservation
Yeah.
areas? Yeah. So yeah, I think Joan originally asked me about it and wanted to see if you'd be willing to map out the remaining conservation areas. You did a spectacular job with Moore's Falls in the state park. Those are really very detailed maps. I think those are very useful.
Good. Okay, let me know. It goes further.
Okay, absolutely.
Because you talked about what, Birch and Laurel down there at the end of the street there. Is it Birch or Laurel? What's the end? Which one is it? The end. Talent Road to,
Oh,
Yeah, I know
that
what
Birch.
yeah.
Off of Birch,
take
yeah.
a right there, take a left onto Laurel or Birch, or in there. I can't remember which one is which. One goes this way, one goes that way. But one goes a dead end. We bought that land a few years back.
Yep.
I think she was talking about trying to get something done on that one in reference to getting some bearings and stuff on it.
Yeah, I put she gave me 2 conservation commission signs to put out. I put both of them out. I put one at the entrance at the end of Birch Street, and that entrance is on the east eastern cul-de-sac is like a double
Yeah.
cul-de-sac, and then I put one at the end of Campbell. I had it marked off by the code enforcement officer.
Kevin, yeah,
Lynch,
okay.
yeah. And yeah,
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
Now, the garden club was supposed to do Hillcrest.
Right.
I don't think anybody's touched that, has
Somebody
they?
did. Yeah. Somebody had.
Somebody
'Cause I
has?
saw the blue bags there a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody's done north of Hillcrest on 3A because I walk that every day coming back on my by the golf course.
Yeah, I know, because that was getting
That's not
kind
our
of,
responsibility, but yeah.
that was getting pretty bad up there.
Yeah. I don't know. They might not be doing it anymore, but I know they had done part of Hillcrest because I saw the bags one day.
I don't think we have a garden club anymore because I asked
Oh, did you? Yeah.
one of the former participants and they said that the garden club was really no more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Would the Girl Scouts or some group be interested in doing that, or?
I don't know. The dangers,
Yeah.
as you guys were just expressing a few minutes ago at our age, we're saying our respective ages, to be standing out next to the road. Hillcrest is not quite as crazy, but it's in some ways with the curves, it's almost as bad.
Especially on dump days.
Yeah.
Especially on dump days. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea, but I would not want to put, I would not want to put girls out there a little, especially, I don't know what age, 16, 17 maybe with a chance, but it's still risky. I don't know. I really don't know.
And
But that's the state's.
they're definitely
Yeah.
looking for projects though.
Oh,
So they might be willing to do it with the Girl Scouts because I believe a representative was supposed to come this evening
Oh,
because
is that-
they're looking for projects.
Yeah, looking for projects.
Yeah. Now, that's a state road. The state
Yes.
owns that.
Mhm. Yeah, right. That's what's called a joint ownership road or joint maintenance road. The state maintains it in the summer. We maintain it in the winter. We plow it, but the state
You
actually
do?
owns. Yeah. Mhm.
We do an excellent job on Hillcrest. Wow.
That's Jack. Yeah, Jack does a good job on it. But no, that's we do the winter maintenance, and the state does the summer maintenance. Any seal coating or black topping, hot topping, and so on. So, but,
Okay, well,
and I see they've been doing. They met with us a few years back. Was it last year, or the year before? The school board did in reference to digging out the ditch next to the school. And if anyone noticed the excavation equipment that was there for a few days, still there. I think one piece is still there, just between the little league field and Griffin School. But
Yeah.
I see they did. I mean, pretty much what they described when they were here that time. I didn't know they'd had it back in the warrant, but at one time they got turned down a couple of years ago, whenever it was, a year or 2 or 3 ago, whatever it was. But they were talking about digging down like 3 inches. If you remember that, Roger, when they were in here, they said, if you're going to do it right. And obviously they didn't do it right. They just did the surface scratch. They scratched the surface, but you're not going to drain anything off the property that way. So now they created standing water with mosquitoes. So they did a good job with it. So.
Matt, what about like a butterfly garden, like maybe on one of the conservation properties or something for them to kind of work on something like that, like maybe at Moore's Falls or.
Yeah, that's a great idea. When I was in the Environmental Ecology Club at Campbell, we had blue lupine at one section of the property there, and it was to bring back the I can't remember what the name of the butterfly species that was there, but we could definitely do something like that. Bring some blue lupines, get the Environmental Ecology Club involved, get some scouts involved.
Yeah.
It'd be a multi-group project, and yeah.
you know the big field where West property is? There's stakes in there. Is somebody gonna,
That's not West property anymore, but that's the drywall guy up the right across from Timmy's turf owns that now. That's an approved subdivision for 2 house lots.
we're in the middle of a puddle?
So I guess
Where the old Grange Hall used to be?
just next to it, the open field.
Oh, I see the
town-
stakes,
The
but
town owns where the old Grange Hall used to be.
Right,
Then it's the field next to it between there with the moat house.
right.
But they had the planning board approved, much to our chagrin, a 2-lot subdivision there.
is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because that whole area floods every spring.
Better not put a cellar in it.
Well, I guess I was told that's what the plan is now, is to fill in about 3 to 5 feet and to put the houses would go on a slab.
So that poor guy that has water in it, guess where all that water's going?
Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, I guess I understand. I was told, I guess the fellow who actually owns it is going to do the 2 properties to his daughters, and so they're going to have the houses will be built on slabs. Because he had been, like, it was last year, he had for sale signs on it for a while, but then nothing happened. He didn't sell it, so I guess he decided. So my rumor mill tells me that he's going to pass it on to his two daughters, which I think is very nice. And,
Yeah.
but just very smart. If you are going to build on it and fill up and build it accordingly. And, well, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn unless somebody else has anything else they want to throw out tonight.
We adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second it.
Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
All right.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a good decision. And all
Shortest
three of the
meeting.
alternates got the vote, so they control the meeting tonight.
It has to be the shortest meeting in history.
Right.